go.
Hello and welcome to this, final boss fight live stream thingy, where we're gonna play a game. I'm sure it has a proper name. John will probably correct me and fix all of this in a second. But as we're playing a heist-based game, I've stolen the introduction. My name's Drew. I'm the special guest star of this. I wrote the heist game that we're playing. It's called You Son of a Bitch, I'm In. Joining me are regular guests who are not going to introduce themselves, apparently.
Hello and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of You Son of a Bitch, I'm In. I'm taking this back now. My name is John. We're all special in our own way. And I am... I am joined by...
How many role-playing games have you all written?
Homebrews, I have actually written a few.
I'm running a lot of games at the moment. And Sean's cool too.
3 card games at the moment as well. So.
Technically, yeah, I'm working on a card game as well. Pending art and actual playtesting. And actual cards.
Wait, you need to playtest these things?
I mean, you know, we haven't playtested this at all. I am joined by Ben.
Hi.
And his wizard hat. And Sean and his hat.
Good luck knowing what the fuck this hat is.
Oh, good. I was going to check about swearing as well. Is that allowed?
There's a bit later
PG-13-ish.
So we get one.
You get one or two.
It's the idea of it's supposed to be all nice and family friendly, but I can't be family friendly.
I'm just going to quickly PG-13 swear.
And as mentioned, this is my brother. He wrote a game. It's called You Son of a Beesting, I'm In.
No, it's bitch. Son of a bitch. I mean, I'm not. Right. Okay. As far as I can tell, I think bitch and shit are fine.
Okay.
I think it's one use of fuck, which I've now had.
That's it. All you get.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Anyway, so we're here to play You Son of a Bitch, I'm In. This is a 2-page role-playing game that I wrote. It's based a little bit off of Grant Howitt's One Last Job, or at least the character creation process is, which we'll get to in a second. But we're here to play this tonight because I felt at some point it would be a good idea for me to actually play this game. For anyone who has bought this game and is thinking, how dare you release games onto the internet without playing them? One, no, you never actually checked with me.
You didn't ask.
Yeah. Two, these are mechanics that I have used before for several things, so I know these mechanics work. It's fine. And I think we're past 150 downloads of this now. And about 27 people have actually at least paid me money for it, which is good. Some of you paid too much money for this. I know how much my game is worth.
For those of you that paid too much, we're sorry.
No refunds.
Yeah, it's very strict. I mean, that's up to Driver RPG. I have no control over that. But anyway, so we're here tonight to do a heist. Do I need to mention anything else before we get started? Or should we just get into the game?
I mean, that's pretty much what we normally do in an intro, so, you know, we'll do the rest of the plugs and things at the end, because we want you to watch to the end for that stuff.
Well, anyway, so the important thing is we're going to get into the game now. So, in You Son of a Bitch, I'm In. I will be playing the role of the game master, or as I call it in this game, the boss. I am the person who gathers the crew together and gathers all of the players together to do a job. These guys don't know what they're playing yet. That's how this all works. It is a fun exercise in role-playing where we're creating the characters as we go. Are we all happy with this? We all know what we're doing.
No, I want to have a very strict contingent of characters before we start the game.
Fantastic. Not happening.
Damn.
So, very quickly, according to the rules of my game, the first thing to do is just to quickly set the tone and the sort of level we're going for. So we're going to go for it's modern day. It's now times. Expect that level of technology and stuff like that. largely because the random roll table that I put in the back of the book, that's what it's written for. And I have used a little bit of that for this. And secondly, we're just going to have fun with it. It's not going to be too serious. Feel free to be a bit silly and a bit funny with it. That's all fine.
I don't know how we'd cope if you'd said otherwise.
A shame we're deadly serious at
No.
all times.
We're Shakespearean actors. Can you not tell?
I do apologise then for trying to make this lighthearted and funny. I'm sorry. Right, so so the way this works is as the boss, I will introduce what the job is, and I will say, so and I'll be like, we're going to go do this thing, we're going to do this heist, we're going to go do a whatnot. I will then say, like, but obviously to do this job, we're going to need the best in the business at doing X thing. One of the other players then gets to volunteer to be that person and says, I'll play that character. You can call me or whatever your thing is. Tell us what your thing is and give us a problem about your character. So, for example, in the examples that we use, I've got in the game, you can call me, like, and again, it's up to you whether you want to give yourself a real name or like a heist name or like a code name or however you want to do it. Please say, like, you can call me the Suit, and I owe a bunch of money to the mob. Cool. You then tell me where we're going to find that, I'm going to find that person. We then have a bit of a role-play scene where we get you in. At the end of that scene, you say, you son of a bitch, I'm in, because that is actually one of the rules. It's not actually written down, but I enforce it whenever I play it.
Which being, this is the first and only time you've played it.
Yeah, so I have to enforce it this one time, and that statement stays true. Cool. Then that person says, oh, well, if we're going to do this job, we're going to need, obviously, and then you'll present a problem, and then the next person volunteers to take that on until we all have character. That's how we're going to do it. And there's a bit of a thing if you are the last character, which we'll get to when we get to the last character. So we're all happy with how that goes. Excellent.
Yes.
Good luck with that. Right. Cool. So, this also takes place in a little bit of a, like, we'll be going to, the way I'm going to do it, so there's big round table, dude comes, like, whirling in into the room on an office chair. I don't know why I did it as a, like, whirling, anyway, on an office chair, comes into view, and, right, boys, I've gathered you all here tonight, because, it's time to finally go take down those final boss guys. They're in their tower. They're up in their tower, and we're going to they're keeping something secret in there, so we're going to go plunder the final boss fight tower.
I'm sorry, John.
Oh.
We're going to go plunder it for all it's worth. Of course, if we're going to go plunder the final boss fight tower, we're going to need a safe cracker or locksmith expert.
Well, that's where I come in.
Fantastic. What do we call you?
You call me Fingers, because I'm amazing with the fingers.
And what's your problem?
Well, you see, I got in ways with the wrong kind of girl. You know the story. Took me for everything which I had. Now I need to get back at her. Best way I know how. By having more money than her.
Right. And cool. So obviously in this scene, around the table, gathering the crew, that's when Fingers rolls in and says, that's where you find me, does all that type of things. But we're going to have a flashback to when I brought Fingers in on the job. Fingers, where do we find you?
Well, you find me back on my parents' farm. Ain't too happy, but I'm fixing up a truck.
Fantastic. Cool. We then cut. We're going to cut. So the movie cuts. We cut to that scene of. So it's it's a farm. You're working. So what were you working on? Tractor.
I'm working on a truck.
What?
Yeah,
you're working on a truck. Cool.
Whatever you want to call it. It's
tractor,
a thing
truck,
with
whatever.
4 wheels that you'll drive around a field like nobody's. Try to put a nitrous engine on the damn thing.
Oh, hang on, is this a scene between you and Fingers, Drew?
It's me and Fingers, yeah.
Alright, Sean, turn off your video.
Wow, professional.
Don't know how to do it.
Look at the cut!
Cool. Smooth transition there. Right, yeah, so we come to the farm. Fingers is working on trying to install nitrous oxide into his combine harvester, because I just like the image of that more than just a truck or a tractor.
It's got more blades. I'm happy with that.
So yeah, you're trying to install that, and then out from the car, it's the boss, and his Fingers. I've got a job for you, and one that only you can do. We're gonna do it. We're gonna finally take down those final boss fight fucks.
Well, I never thought I'd see you around here, to say the least. So, what's your plan?
Well, my plan is that we're gonna get in. We're gonna take them for all their work. My understanding is though is that they've got a pretty damn good lock on their tower. We need you to unlock that impossible to break lock.
You know how to play me like a deck of cards. You know that I've been looking at that there safe for quite some time. Been itching to get my hands on that damn thing, but you know that there's no way around that security. It's high tech beyond belief.
Well, I believe we'll hire someone for that in a second, but I need you to say the thing.
You know what? Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Hey.
He said the thing, roll credits.
Cool. Also, has set up the next character. So the next character that we need is someone to help get past the security. So, well, that's the problem. Ben? What do we need to get past the security?
I think that we need some kind of hacker to get past that stuff. Too hard tech for anyone else.
Well, I think that's where I come in.
Fantastic. So, what do we call you?
You can call me Gear.
Gear. Cool. And where do we Gear? Where do we find you? What's your current location?
Well, I have a little place set up next to the tower. I'm next door. You know, I've got eyes on the place. I've got my gear set up there.
And you need to have some sort of problem.
I need to have...
If you want, I do have the random roll table for this as well.
Well, let me have a quick look at the random roll table. Well, what I'm doing is not entirely legal. So... we need to move quickly before the law enforcement gets on my back.
Cool. And then, Fingers, you are the one who is in charge of this scene of going in and getting gear. You can bring me along if you want to roleplay in the scene, but otherwise, this is entirely up to you how you want to do this.
Well, I think we'll have you in the scene anyway, but I'll take charge nonetheless.
Cool, excellent. John, join us on camera, apparently, because that's what we do.
Hi!
he's gained a silly hat.
Here, it's been too long.
Did you turn the camera off just to do that?
No, I thought of that after I turned the camera off.
Just you wait till you see Sean come back on it.
Sadly, this is
Sean, the pressure's on. Right.
Sadly, this is probably the silliest hat I own, so...
I just need to try and...
Yeah, I was having that problem with this wizard's hat as well, to be honest.
There we go.
Here, it's been too long.
Fingers.
How do you feel about getting back into the field?
Well, I'm gonna take this hat off now, because it's really impractical. But it was funny for the visual gag for like 5 seconds.
We also always appreciate a visual gag.
Who doesn't? Well,
We've got a job. we're gonna finally take on those final boss fight fucks.
I hate those guys.
We're gonna take them for everything they're worth. So we want to know. We need to get past the security.
Feel like you're up for it?
Well, I feel there's only one thing for me to say at a time like this. You sons of bitches, I'm in.
Close enough.
I mean, there's two of you. Drew and Ben are quiet. Bugger. Let me turn you guys up a bit. Let me fiddle with the gear.
Hack the stream, man. Hack the stream.
It's a hacking time.
I'm gonna just play with some of these settings a little bit, like just bring this down a little bit.
Really
I was expecting him to start going like, get right into it.
Just bring this.
How's that
sounding?
The subwoofers are out of control. What are we gonna do?
How's that sounding there, Random Sharon?
Oh, but I love how
Bet it could go a little bit more. Okay, gonna keep going. Gonna keep bringing you guys up.
Look like I'm in the middle of a sneeze right now, thanks to my camera.
It does.
Bless you.
just gonna turn it off and turn it back on. No, still not.
Looks like it's just slowly progressing.
Let me just.
Well, fingers.
I had this working this was all fine all of last night, and it's...
Well, fingers. We've got a hacker. I can get through their security. We've got you. You can get through the locks.
Yeah.
I mean, that just leaves one thing we need. Only one thing I can think of.
What's that?
We need a parkour expert for the escape.
Of course.
Okay, cool. As this is it's just because I'm going to come in because obviously we're at the final character time, so I need to explain what the rules are for this. And sorry, I'm just making sure to see if I can get my camera working again.
My camera hasn't actually frozen. I'm just staying rather still.
Hold on. We'll make everyone feel it's fine. We'll do the same.
Sorry, just give me like 30 seconds while I just quickly see if I'm going to get this to work again. Hello. Da, 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 da. And point out.
This is the interesting part of the stream.
Technical issues.
1 minute. I'm hacking the. There we go. I reverse manifold the quantum wave subsystems.
And thanks to you doing that, it means that I can come back on camera and explain this very important rule, which is obviously we've announced that we needed a parkour expert. The choices are. Where's Discord gone? There it is. Cool. Sorry, I'm all good now. You've got a choice now. You can either accept this character as it is. You can slightly change the character around. It's still got to get over the fact that you're needed for the escape in some way, shape, or form. But you can change this up how you like to say that actually the parkour expert is not available right now, but you managed to find the gymnastic or something to that degree. Or, we don't need parkour for this. We need the world's best driver or whatever. You work whichever one you choose. You work with us so you can't just change it completely. Essentially, it still has to fit that thing.
Right. So I can choose whether to just keep it as normal or say that person isn't available. You've got this guy instead.
Yes. And that could even be because I have been asked this as well. That could even be to say that like the world's best parkour expert is not available, but luckily his trainee was available.
Yeah.
We got the next best thing. Some guy who ran up a lot of stairs.
Yeah. One guy who once ran up the entire Empire State Building staircase.
I've done Juggercise once before.
I mean, I have an interesting story involving the Eiffel Tower and that, but hey, let's get on.
I think I shall keep it as it is. I'll be a parkour expert, and I'm going to be Stephen Mad Hatter Bearfield.
I know no
Okay.
better parkour expert than Stephen Mad Hatter Bearfield.
And I have
Not Stephen Mad
bad.
Bearfield.
I have like a very bad smoking habit, like a 3 packs a day smoking habit.
We
Just
need to get to him
constantly
before the
smoke.
cancer does.
Constantly smoke.
Congratulations.
Okay, and where are we gonna find you? Probably smoking.
Probably just outside there's got like a bodega or somewhere, just smoking, just with like a big carton of cigarettes, just.
I feel that while he's the last member of the crew to join, we are the Mad Hatter crew.
Okay.
Well, we were until you put yours down.
I still have it. It's over there.
I'm going to remove this hat because it's probably getting in the way of my voice a little bit. So return to my original.
Just on the server, just to keep things interesting, can you change up the nicknames just to what our actual player names are, so I can remember what they all are?
Yes, bear with me one moment.
I'll let you do that. But John, you're in charge of the Gears. Gears, you're in charge of the scene of where we.
It's going to move all the cameras around, apparently.
That's not
Hey,
well.
yeah, that's fine.
This is a story of a man named Gear.
Yeah.
I like that John's job at the moment is to write. It's like Gears. Fuck, was it Fingers and then whatever the fuck.
Sean says, "I bet that knitted hat makes parkour really easy."
Also, the idea that these are now going to be our official names for a long time.
Emma Lopes says, "Knitted beard and real beard was good luck, but too warm for parkour. Oh, good luck."
Oh,
And we'll never explain the names ever.
but you should have watched that live stream.
So what was it? Stephen Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter Bearfield.
And then
I mean, I feel like Bearfield might have to go onto my further random roll tables that I'm going to do for this at some point.
and then Ben is just Fingers.
Fingers.
So watch as Ben now
just
jumps to the first position.
Oh,
sorry.
Just name the boss.
You don't have to. You'll know who I am. It's fine. I don't need to remind myself of who I am. I need to know who you guys are. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. You, by the way, just point out on my random roll table for the nicknames. Allow me to introduce myself. You can call me the Cobra, Quiet Godfather, Fluffy.
I was going to go for Fluffy, and I thought, nah.
Popcorn, which I actually found on off a list of gangster names, which I was like, what? Anyway, sorry. Actually, I found all of them apart from Fluffy. Yeah, anyway. Right, sorry. So, Gears, you're in charge of the scene of us getting in Stephen Mad Hatter Bearfield.
Bye-bye, M. Bison.
It doesn't help us with the question that was asked.
I just knocked him off my desk.
Didn't realise he joined in for the stream. Anyway, so yeah, who are you bringing with you to recruit Stephen?
Well, he's a parkour expert, so let's all go and surround him, and then we stand a chance of getting him to talk for a little while.
So we surround the bodega and Stephen Mad Hatter Bearfield at the bodega, smoking 2 cigarettes at a time.
Yep.
It's good to see you slowing down.
Mad Hatter.
Gears.
It's been a while.
Not since the circus.
Not since the circus.
Well, Stephen
I
Mad
thought
Hatter.
we couldn't get that elephant.
We tried.
You just can't hack an elephant. Keep telling you this, Gears.
I told him that. I told him.
I will find one.
Well, Stephen, we keep telling you to stop using Stephen and Bearfield, your actual name in it, and just go by Mad Hatter. But hey, we're here. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
And help.
I told you about that as well. That's one habit which is going to see you in the grave.
We're here to bring you in. We've got a job. We're gonna go take on those final boss fight fucks.
Them fucks.
They're
the ones who started me smoking.
Now, I remember that we did say this was PG-13 and that we only got one fuck, and
You've just used all of them for everybody.
It's totally
twice
now.
Over. But
They're
anyway,
going to be screwed on YouTube.
I'm assuming John will edit this and add in beeps. So
no, that doesn't happen.
Oh fuck.
No, we added quacks instead.
Anyway, so yeah, you should expect this. I've shown up in an episode on Final Boss Fight.
I made a mistake. Anyway. I made a horrible mistake.
Mad Hatter, we need to bring you in. We need you for this job. We need a parkour expert to help cover the escape.
Well. Well, I got nothing better to do.
I've got a pack of cigarettes here for you.
And these things don't pay for themselves.
Yeah, you're
you
also
keep
the
trying,
only person
man.
we can think that you could carry. You can the only one we could think of who could carry us all as well.
That too. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Put the cigarette out.
Hey, we all managed to say the thing. Oh, I didn't get to say it. But I was already in.
Hey, the boss, are you in on this job that you assembled us for?
Oh, yeah, son of a bitch. Cool, right, so... we all now have a character name. You have some sort of professional expertise, at least. So to make sure it's all clear, fingers, you are lockpicking, safe hacking, safe
cracking.
Anything with locks.
I'm a safe cracker.
Gears. When it comes to hacking, you're the man. You can get us past security and stuff like that. And Stephen Mad Hatter Bearfield, you're good at anything that requires parkour or athletics or, maybe smoking. I'll allow, but whatever. Cool.
So we see the laser wires.
So now you guys can have a short time if you want to just sort of plan out what your heist is. You know what the issues are, so you've got a lock that you need to get past. You've got a security system to at least hack, and that you've got to do your escape via parkour for reasons that we didn't actually determine, but we'll just figure it out when we get to it.
Well, clearly it's a tower. We need to get down the tower. We can't go down the inside because the security will be coming up.
Right, fair enough, cool. So
those that need to go in need to go down the outside of the tower.
Okay, so you guys can now have an opportunity to sort of plan out your heist and figure things out, and the major key things getting in your way now. When we are ready, we'll just go to the job. From this point onwards, my boss character now does not exist or is not in the game anymore.
You son of a bitch, where did you go?
For whatever reason, I'm just not going to bother to establish, I can't partake in the job. I'm not allowed to as the boss. For the rules of the game, that would be unfair. So my character is now, for all intents and purposes, I've gathered the crew, but I am too well known by the final boss fight guys. And if they see me, I will get reported to the police and I'll lose everything. So that's
I have a feeling he's on the inside.
I get the feeling that maybe the boss shouldn't be trying to rob his brother, but
Wow. But anyway, so we're gonna. You guys can sort of plan the heist out. But when you're ready, we'll go on to the heist, and then I'll explain how being on the heist works and how that's different from.
Right. Well, as far as I figure it, you need to get me to that safe. That's the key and element. Me, Mad Hatter there. We gotta get in, just so you can get me back out.
Yep.
Now, Gears, I'm hoping you can get into those cameras and let us know the clear path to take.
I'm already started to hack that.
That's good to hear. Any doors which might be in our way which are electronic, if you can get those to us before we get there, even better. Any which aren't, leave them to me.
That's what you're there for.
Of course. Let the fingers do the walking.
Don't do that. Just walk with your legs.
Don't
Crack.
you tell me what to do. I know what to do. Now, is there anything else which we need to worry about?
Well, I've heard they've got a
No,
laser
no,
defense
might be a
grid.
problem. Seems we might have a way around that as well, but if you can knock it down, that would be so much better.
Well, they've put it on a different circuit, so I can't hack it from the outside.
So
But if you can get this gear past the grid, we can shut it down for the way out.
All right.
But you
Well, I
need a
guess we haven't got
smoking
an option,
parkour expert to be able to see the lasers and, like, do backflip shit past them.
Well, what a convenient. I can do backflip shit.
And you can smoke.
I specialized in backflip shit.
We just have to remember to take down those smoke alarms, I think. But
Those I
Oh,
can
why?
knock out.
well, that's good.
It's a very. I mean, who the fuck designed this tower? It's why is something on a different circuit?
It's someone who knew we were coming.
They didn't specifically know the three of us were coming.
No, but they were ready for someone.
They
That's
were ready
like,
for
yeah.
any one of us individually to be able to not be able to do this job, but all three of us working together, they didn't count on that.
Exactly.
They did. They didn't.
So they're
count.
expecting us to take a bus along, and we ain't gonna take one.
That's their downfall.
Okay, so it sounds like there's somewhat of a plan and more problems that you've introduced for yourself, which is fantastic for me.
Yes.
Of course.
Cool. So,
Did we also mention the cotton candy room?
The fluffy bunnies room
No.
as well.
Right, okay, that's just before you keep introducing problems. Right, so as you've made your plans to plunder the towers of the final boss fight, you head out, you arrive, it is a massive tower that reaches into the skies, a massive black tower, with at the very top you see the final boss fight logo, and written down the side of it is final boss fight, with radar dishes that shoot out the final boss fight streams across the world, because that's how the internet works.
As the hacker, I can
compensating for
confirm
something.
that is the internet.
It is tall, menacing, and I don't know, there's some thunder. There's no rain, there's just some thunder. For ominousness.
Or-
Yeah.
Cool.
Your special effects team budget is amazing.
I know, right? Cool. For everything that we do going forward, essentially, if there is any point where you need to make a roll to do something, if there is something that is difficult to do, there's something that's clearly in opposition to the things that you want to do, that's where we resolve it with dice. Not necessarily these pretty alien dice that I'm holding up, but dice nonetheless. Basically, if your expertise would help, you get to roll 3d6 and use the two highest results, add them together, and that's what your result is. If it is something that your expertise doesn't help in, you use 2 dice and add them together and use the highest results. If at any point on any of the dice you roll a 1, let me know. I technically get to steal that dice. I wrote this imagining people sat around the table, not doing this online. But don't worry, that's why I have extra dice. So we'll use that for a drop and pretend that that just went all perfectly in the places I wanted it to go, and not all off the table. As I'm just going to bend over for no reason. And yeah, I basically anytime you roll a 1, I get to take that dice, and I can use those dice to introduce problems to you getting out of there. Any task that you come across, I will rate on how easy it is to do. For example, if it is an easy task, I will roll 1d6. If it is a challenging task, I'll roll 2d6. And if it is a hard task, I'll roll 3d6. Damn it. 3d6, and I will use the 2 highest results. If what you roll is higher than what I roll, you did the thing. If what I roll is higher than what you roll, you failed at doing the thing.
Fair enough.
And then there is some particular rules about how I'm allowed to introduce problems. I can either do it straight away based on the roll that you've just done, or I can save it and then use that to introduce a problem later on. Never to be in such a way that it is to just prevent you from being able to do the plot. It's just, here is an extra challenge, such as, they've just transferred the thing onto a hard drive rather than being kept on the server. So now you've got to go find the hard drive. We all good.
We all good.
We understand these rules.
I've retrieved dice and dice rolling surfaces.
Cool. If anyone is following along and doesn't understand any of the things I've just said, trust me, it all makes sense in the actual PDF. I know this because I got a professional writer to proofread this thing.
Swaggy.
Yeah.
And also, if it doesn't make sense yet, we're going to do it now, so hopefully keep watching. It will make sense.
Cool.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so first things first, you see the big looming doors of the final boss fight tower. What are we doing?
Well, taking a look, can we see any people around it?
No. There's no one guarding the door. It's almost like the final boss fight. Guys don't expect people to rock up and try and rob them and get through their massive security door.
Not a fools.
I'm just gonna do this because I enjoy doing this.
Well, I'm going to go to my base of operations because I'm not actually going inside. I'm hacking from over there.
Oh, I like the idea that there's this big looming tower that reaches into the sky, and then there's just like a little hut next to it.
Little tiny shack, yes. I love
It's
it.
just like a little truck. It's just like rusty old little truck.
I also like the idea that, the gears left, went to the place where you were planning a heist, then came back home and was just like, I'm just gonna go home and do my bit for it.
Should go there.
I'm right there.
Bye.
I'll be on the radio.
You came there to get. Why did you not notice the big looming black tower? Anyway.
All right, Gears. Have you got a map of this place?
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Not now.
But I'll try and get one.
Okay.
That'd be handy.
Does your expertise help you in this?
Yes, because I'm a hacker.
Good.
I don't know what my accent is, but I am a hacker.
Cool.
Don't worry, I reckon all of ours are going to be all over the place.
So you get to roll 3d6, John, and use the heist. I'm going to say, final boss fight, guys. They're not idiots. They're not going to want a map of this place getting out there. It's going to be a challenging 2d6 roll for me.
Hey, Vipe.
So I rolled a grand total of 5.
I rolled a 9.
Ones? Did you roll any ones?
I did. Here's the
How
dice.
many?
Just the one.
Ah, thank you.
Here it is.
Thank you. Got it. It's a lovely alien dice, apparently.
Wait, so... Okay.
Oh, sorry. What colour dice did you try and pass me?
The transfer didn't work.
Oh, that's fine. Right, so I've got one. I'm going to save that for later. But you pass. You've got the thing. So you have a map of the tower. It is... How many levels reach into the sky? I really plan. Anyway, massive black tower. There's it's only like 10 levels, but they're just massive ceilings.
They really like their vaulted ceilings in here.
It's good for the acoustics. There's a room at the very top level. There's a room that just says safe. At the very bottom level, there is guard room, security room, all of that kind of stuff is around there. Is there anything in particular on the map you want to...
Well, obviously, let's not forget, on about floor 6 or 7, there's laser security grid.
Oh, and on floor 6 or 7. 6 or 7? Which 7? 7. On 7, there's the security grid. It just says security grid for protection room.
That's it. They've got an entire floor that's just a security grid.
Yeah, it's just a security grid protection room level floor.
Wow.
Although on your way up, you'll also want to stop by on floor 2. There's the soft, fluffy
Ice
kitten
cream
room. It might be a minor distraction, but...
Oh, that would be
I reckon
definitely
that'd
be
be
a
worth
hard
it.
task to not be distracted by that.
Oh my god, kittens! They're playing with a ball of yarn.
Anyway, right. So, you've got your map.
All right.
I'm sending it to your devices now. Press Y to open it.
I don't have a Y button, but never mind.
Oh, bugger, I shouldn't have stolen this dialogue from an in-game tutorial.
Right. I guess it's time that we head on up.
I'm also just kind of
Is there
typing
any-
away on my desk rather than the keyboard, because otherwise I'd be messing up with the stream.
Now, are there any cameras which might be watching us?
You don't sort of seem to see any cameras that are stopping you.
All right.
You
head
seem
up,
clear.
Let's head on up to that first door, huh? Go on, Matt. Right.
Let's do this.
Is this door open? Can I tell?
Ah, no, this door is definitely locked.
All right. Is it a manual lock or electrical?
It is. It's a manual lock.
Time to let the fingers do the walking.
Cool. So again, does your expertise for it does? Don't know why we. Anyway, this is
Yes.
literally the reason. It's literally the reason the fingers was brought along. Right. Okay. So fingers, you get to roll 3d6. Use the 2 highest 2. Let me know if you roll any ones. Again, I'm going to say this is a challenging task. So I rolled a 9.
I didn't roll any ones. And which numbers did you want again?
The 2 highest dice.
2 highest num makes 9.
Cool. So because we tied, you win. Did I actually write rules for ties?
You did.
Didn't realize that I did, and did I just get them right?
You didn't.
Didn't. Ties go to me. Man,
Oh.
that's unfair.
If you equal or get less, you
yeah,
fail.
Damn. Sorry, you failed. I have to stick by the person who wrote this game is clearly way smarter than I am.
So we'll just go home now.
Yeah. So you put the your pick lock in the door, and your pick lock unfortunately breaks. You do notice, however, while your while your pick lock is in there, you do notice an electronical while it is a manual lock, there is an electronic component to it. You realise that this is a manual smart lock. It's an Internet of Things device.
Of course. I should have taken a closer look at that. The gears. We got something electrical type here. Stopping us from opening up the door. Can you help us with that?
Yes. Probably.
Sure hope so, otherwise this plan might be coming to an end right now.
Right, you. So, Gears, you have a look around. Just make a quick roll 3d6 for me, John.
I rolled a 5, and I also rolled a 1.
Okay, cool. So your 2 highest dice then. Oh, is that 5 altogether?
5 total. And then I also rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, 2, 3.
Fantastic. So I only rolled a 3 because I was rolling 1 dice. That was an easy task. You find out that you're looking sort of around and you look up the specs. If they haven't changed the password for the lock, all Fingers has to say is, Alexa, open main door.
Hey, if they've not changed
Oh
the
my god!
password...
My that device just went. I don't understand that command.
If
I
they've not
reckon there's going to be a
changed...
few people getting that.
If they've not changed the key phrase, all you need to do is say, Amazon branded device, open the lock.
Right. Right you are. Amazon branded device. Open the lock.
Opening lock. And the lock just opens.
Here I thought does have to say Alexa. All right.
On that
We're in,
topic,
man.
did you guys see that Will Wheaton has his set up to respond to computer?
Oh, we were tempted to get ours to do it, but it didn't work quite as well for some reason.
He has his setups to computer, and he said that it was a lot of fun when they were watching Star Trek, the film, at the weekend.
I
Gotta
cannot
bring
make
back memories. Even better if you get command data.
You open, the door swings open, and in the grand hallway of the final boss fight tower, it opens up to men in suits. One of them flips open a badge. It says FBI on it.
Bugger! Also, by the way, Emma says that they are surprised that that didn't set off their device.
Don't worry, we'll keep trying.
I set mine off, and anyway. The swings open a thing, shows open ID. FBI, get down on the ground. We understand that you're here to rob the final boss fight tower, and for reasons that we can't explain right now, we need to stop you from doing that.
I mean, you're the Well, I can't hack the FBI.
So to explain what happened there, I spent one of the 2 dice that John lovingly gave me to essentially say that I rolled on my what went wrong random table, and you asked for miracles, I give you the FBI or equivalent came up. It's a reference to some movie. Anyway, so FBI are pointing guns at you. What do you do?
Easy there, easy there. We're a part of the security team. We've been called in special-like. We're specialists here to make sure that they don't get through. Gears, can you get up our credentials?
Sure, I'll try, but I keep seeming to give some mysterious force powers when I try this thing.
Cool. They're the FBI, and they're expecting you. I'm going to say this is a hard task, so I will be rolling 3d6 against you. You get to roll 3d6, John, and use your 2 highest.
Maybe I shouldn't be live tweeting this.
Mad Hatter, you better get ready to run.
Well, here's another 1.
Thank you very much. I'll take that. What was the...
I'm going to stop using that dice.
You really should. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, well, luckily, I only rolled a 7, so... you... Hacky.
I do a bit of hacking, and then I also tweet, lol, gonna stop tweeting now.
And then all of a sudden, your Stephen Manhattan and Fingers, you get a beep on your device, and some credentials pop up on them.
Here, look, see.
See, look at it.
We're legit.
The FBI guy comes forward, is holding his gun, and he's like, "Oh, right, yeah, no, sorry about that. Special Agent Johnson and, myself, Agent Johnson, we thought you might be the test guys, but, we weren't expecting them till tomorrow, so when we saw you guys outside, we got confused. Obviously, no relation. And we only named the 2 of us. The rest of these FBI guys are just mooks, so we don't have to worry about that.
This gets confusing if you're both called Johnson and...
That's why I'm Agent Johnson and he's Special Agent Johnson, and Special Agent Johnson's like, yeah, exactly. It's not confusing.
Your full rank and surname to determine the difference, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we won't have any problems here. I'm sure we can tell the difference.
Am I hearing this correctly? It's Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, Special Agent Johnson and Agent Johnson.
I don't know how you're hearing our private radio.
Products.
I mean, you know what they say, when it's Johnson & Johnson together, there's no more tears.
Anyway, Well, don't you worry, guys. This happens all the time when we get called into these kind of gigs. Now, if you excuse us, we need to make our way up there to assess the situation.
That's not a problem. You got your passes for the elevator, right?
Not quite yet. No, we got told that we were going to be given them when we arrived.
Okay, let me just quickly check the schedule. He's looking over the schedule. You're obviously not on it. What do you do?
I'll make word to Gears. Just start finding a way if you can parkour a way around this. Well, as you say, we might have just arrived a little bit too soon, but
I'm not the parkour guy, I'm the hacky guy.
What's the point? I'm sorry, Gears. Matt. Start taking a look around, see if you can do anything parkoury around here, but just keep it subtle for the time being. Now, as you understand, obviously we've arrived early, as you said, but as you said yourself, these people are meant to be turning up any moment. We got told it was a top priority. We got our asses down here as quick as we could.
No, that's fair. But the schedule's the schedule for a reason, and we've got to check it out and make sure it's all legit and stuff like that. Let me just he's bringing up the schedule. Mad Hatter, Stephen Mad Hatter, Bearfield. You notice as
hey, you played his theme tune.
As Agent Johnson is looking through his doodad, the schedule, you kind of notice all the FBI guys are kind of like sat around lazily looking at their pistols. They're not really paying attention, and you sort of notice a few places to do parkour to get over to the elevator.
Right.
Yeah, you do the look around, and you realise
just a load of things in the foyer start glowing red.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things glowing red in the foyer. I can see a possible path that leads just there, if we just want to run past.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you are the parkour expert. You've done this before, so obviously you get to roll 3d6. It's your expertise. I'm going to say that this is pretty easy, because it's all laid out for you for parkouring.
So parkour. It's like they made this for me.
It's like this challenge is specifically designed for you. So yeah, you 3d6, use the two highest, let me know if you get any ones.
How convenient.
You literally have to roll higher than a 1.
Well,
with a minimum of 2 dice.
I rolled 9. And no
Any
ones.
ones. Excellent.
No one.
Cool.
I'd really appreciate it if you guys could start giving powers to him.
Cool. So you
That's your job, John.
Oh.
Well, it's called brotherly love.
So why fingers is sort of distracting, and they're going through the schedule and stuff like that. Stephen Mad Hat just starts jumps off a desk onto a chandelier, swings across the chandelier, backflips onto another desk, does a slide, and is at the smokes a cigarette as he's sliding. As he's sliding, he sparks the cigarette up off of the ground, smokes it by the elevator, presses the button. The lift's coming. Now the only problem is Gears is in another building and it's totally fine. Fingers, on the other hand, he stood over with the FBI guy. What are we going to do about this?
Try to replicate.
How far away is Mad Hatter from me? And can I see
he's... Yeah, you can see him. He's just a little bit away by the elevator door, smoking a cigarette, looking cool as fuck.
And where exactly were the passes needed to get there?
They're as he's going through his clipboard, they're attached to the clipboard.
I see.
He's discovered a device I can't hack. It's called paper.
I was hoping it was going to be like an electronic pass. I was going to say, oh, look, he got past it already. He must have had the passes on him the whole time. Never mind. Well, obviously there's a problem with your system here. Because I know for a fact I'm supposed to be here along with my associate. But, let's see now. taking
No,
a
but
look.
it says here you're meant to be here tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's today. I'm just
I tell you what. Let me just call up my bosses and see whether they can sort this out long before we carry on here.
No worries. If you
All right.
Is someone smoking in here? I'm smelling someone smoking in here.
Oh, won't worry about that. These buildings have that kind of smell every now and again. Electrical
Hey,
issues.
it's true. It's the brimstone in the basement. I told you, it's such a bad idea.
Anyway, I'll be just a moment there. Gears, darling. We got another little issue. If you could do me a favor, can you get onto their little system and put it down that we're actually supposed to be here?
I can try, but he appears to be using paper. I'll try and send a message to their phones.
Well, he said he was meant to be pulling something up, so I don't know whether maybe there's something, maybe a message or something along those lines that we're meant to be arriving a little bit early.
It's like a change of schedule, going early.
Are we gonna make the roll for it, John?
One moment, my internet's going really weird.
Please, that's no good for a hacker, I'm afraid.
Please stop doing that.
Gears, that's not the news I want to hear.
I would really like it if some of these frames could go to the stream, please. Gonna try that.
Sensitive. We're having technical difficulties. This ain't good.
Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Why are you having problems?
Why are you having problems?
Oh no. Do you not like it when your internet goes slow? Oh, that's such a problem.
It's such a problem.
If only there was something we could do.
What?
But
Love
we
it.
like money too much.
Oh god, why is it going so badly at the moment? Is it going badly on the stream? Is anybody in the stream that can tell me if, like, it's currently telling me none of the frames are getting through? Like, is there a stream right now?
Well, I'm watching the stream now, and it appears to be working, although I appear to be looking sort of up and to the right, and oh no, I'm moving again.
Bear in mind there's like a 15-second delay, typically. Okay, that colours...
No, like, I've got the stream up, and we all appear to be moving and stuff.
Well,
I'm gonna ignore the problem.
That's always the right action to take.
You're
going to ignore the problem.
I'm gonna try setting things back to other settings and see if that resolved. That's gone green again. Okay, no, it's gone horribly red again. Well, poop. Fingers crossed, it's all working fine. And I'm gonna roll some dice.
Yes, you roll those dice. I'm gonna roll my dice, see where we go.
Well, I rolled a 1 again.
Oh my god, John!
I'm gonna not use that dice anymore either.
Right, I rolled a 7. What did you get?
I rolled a 10.
So you win. You get what you wanted. That means that you... so all of a sudden, Agent Johnson sat there, he's checking his stuff, and there's a boop, 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 and message from John. Yeah.
Here.
Oh, okay. Apparently, yeah. So apparently, you guys, the schedule got moved up or something. John's just let me know.
As I say, it was that important. We had to get here as soon as possible.
Not a problem. Here's your pass. Oh, and your associate's already by the elevator, so that's pretty convenient.
He's an eager beaver, that's all.
It's pretty efficient stuff. We could use some boys like you in the FBI if you
Don't go for it. It's a trap.
I'll tell you what, if you got a business card, I might just give you a call at a later point.
Special Agent Johnson walks forward, pulls out a business card from his wallet, passes it across to you, says Special Agent Johnson, and then a phone number, and then it says, it's got an FBI logo on it. Fairly plain business card.
Plain, but it tells you exactly what it needs to know. Pop that in my pocket so he can see. And, well, if you'll give us those passes, we'll make our way up and get to work.
No problem. Now, as you know, and because I'm going to spend one of the 3 dice I've got from John, as we all know, the what floor did we decide the laser grids were on?
7.
Well, obviously, as you know, obviously the lists only go up to the laser grid security floor. I don't know who designed this tower, but it goes up to 7, and you have to cross the hallway. Obviously, the laser grids are turned on because obviously they're not very good. But yeah, I'm sure there won't be a problem for you guys. So just head up to floor 7, and then you'll be able to go from there up to the rest of it, where you'll be able to do your thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, then. Let's get on up there.
Gets in the elevator.
Yep.
Salutes the FBI guys.
Apparently, Apparently, other than me looking a little fuzzy, the stream is okay according to Emma Lutz. Which, by the way, hi Emma.
Well, you are a bit fuzzy, Drew.
I can't help that.
You just need a shave, that's all. Even like growing out longer. Join the crew.
Working hospitality. This is about the length. Otherwise, I have to wear a beard now, and I'm not doing that.
No one likes a beard nude.
Cool. So you're in the lift. The lift goes up, and it's playing a song.
So, doing anything on the weekend, man?
I just, I got a gin rummy game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gonna try and break into the Bank of England.
Really? I mean,
you have arrived at floor 7, security laser grid floor. And the door opens up, and then just in this room is the most ridiculous. Just the entire floor, the entire level, including all the way up to the ceiling and all the way down to the very bottom of the ground, is just laser grids. Random laser grids. And they all appear to be moving slightly as well. So, it's really difficult to get through this.
For some reason, I think that this has been made for you.
It's like a disco in here.
Now, of course, looking around, opposite you is the elevator that will take you up the rest of the way. In about the center of the room, surrounded by its own set of laser grids that are just sort of moving around, like lasers pointing upwards and lasers pointing downwards, that's moving around, is a big button that is a big red turn off button.
Who
Nice
designed
one to put
this?
it right in the center there.
Sorry?
Not surprising that's not on the system. Gee, look at that thing.
Well, if nothing else, I think maybe we should disable these elevators for the time being. We don't want them coming up the stairs to mess us around for the time being.
We could do that. How do you say?
By chance, could you disable this elevator, or shall we do something manual?
I can try turning it to maintenance mode.
I'm going to just say so you don't end up giving me another one, John, that you do this.
Hey, I've just turned them into maintenance mode.
However, as previously discussed, the actual laser grids, though, they're on a different circuit. And if Gear was in here, he could probably hack it. But he's not.
Well, I can't hack it from in there. I'd need to hack it from the other side of there. The circuit's on the other side of the grid.
I thought Gear gave us gear to put in to make the gear worth the gear.
Yeah.
I thought that was the idea, but never mind.
That was the idea.
Yeah, I thought Gear gave us gear. A wireless gear to plug in.
I gave you a dongle.
What's the point of the dongle? It's a big fucking button.
Yeah, there is a big giant red button that just turns this all
I
off.
didn't know there was a big button. I just thought there was a space to stick a dongle.
Oh, I mean,
Now my Google's decided to get involved. I've said dongle
There's a
too
space
much.
I mean,
It's a
it looks like
dongle,
there's a
it's
space
like-
for a dongle, but I don't know what it's there for. You know, it's one of those things. It's like on some like computers and stuff. It's just you plug it in, and it's like I don't know what this is doing, so you just unplug it and leave it.
I always use those to charge my phone.
But I mean, if there's a big red
Might be just a
button,
phone charger.
just press the big red button.
All right. In which case,
So
Mad
yeah, I'm
Hattie,
gonna
do you
try
feel
it.
up for this?
I feel up for this. I'm going
Now,
to try.
I would just like to point out that my phone just Google searched. It was a big button.
Right, okay, so it is. This is going to be a hard test because surprisingly, big laser security grids not the easiest thing to get around.
No, but my expertise would help with this.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
'cause
Yeah.
Parkour.
That is like half of
Parkour!
why we hired you.
I know what
Well,
parkour is.
it's moving.
I've also just noticed that I need to change the. I need to do some work on my. Anyway, no, sorry. Continue.
Come on,
There's
Sean,
no
let's do some
format.
hardcore parkour.
Right, so 3 dice, no ones, and my 2 highest. So it's 11. 11? 11.
That's definitely higher than 8, which is what I rolled. Screw it. I've done enough describing this session. Mad Hatter, to describe to us the scene that we see?
It's almost more like dancing, like some sort of strange 70s boogie. Of just like putting your arms out, does a dance through, like does the caterpillar along the floor at one point. It's like, and eventually, like after doing some sort of weird, almost breakdance move, gets to the button, puffs the cigarette, pushes it.
Why do I get such an image of Kevin Bacon dancing through the warehouse?
It's pretty much that.
Okay, so we get the Kevin Bacon dancing through the warehouse scene, avoiding all the laser grids, because obviously whoever set this up is the biggest fan of Kevin Bacon, and therefore obviously
It's like they almost
designed.
designed it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I was just watching it, going, no, it's not. It's not that. No, it's just. Hang on a minute. This is Kevin Bacon.
I will Kevin Bacon my way through this.
Hey,
Why did I really want you to come out with this
prepare
is
the
thriller?
Aren't you glad that I gave the theming and saying like this is going to be a little silly?
hey, Sean, are you getting the feeling we should actually build this tower in Minecraft?
Yes.
It needs to be done.
I mean, I can't wait to see how you into the laser grid that you have to do the Kevin Bacon dance for Footloose.
But
That's going to have to be
Anyway.
a whole floor panel.
So, Fingers, you've just seen this. You're watching this, and Matt hits the button, and the grid just go. You just hear the elevator woman's voice, slightly louder and more in the room than in the elevator, saying, "Turning security grid off."
My God, you're like a graceful Thomas the Tank Engine.
I just picture it
Yeah.
says, like, before it says turning it off, it just says, like, foot loose.
Well,
Stop.
now we got that done.
Hammer time.
the Footloose protocol activated.
Technically, Footloose
Well-
protocol deactivated.
With that side of things done, then I think it's about time we find a place to plug in this dongle so the gear can help us on the other side.
There is, as you walk across to the other side of the room to the elevator, you notice like just a USB port in the wall that looks pretty
Right, now,
conveniently placed.
Now, man, I'm going to ask you a question which I've never asked anyone before, and do not get any funny ideas. Where do I put it in?
Where do you put it in? As in, it's in the
Where,
thing.
where do I put this thing in, this dongle in?
Just
I've never
press the
seen
X
a dongle
button to
before.
interact.
I suppose it's in that, but I mean, I don't know which way
In that
around
little
it
hole
is.
right there. Are you sure? It doesn't look like it'll fit.
I mean, there's only one way to find out. It's like just try, and if it don't fit, then don't force it. Don't force it, but just guide it in. Guide it in.
Just the tip.
All right. I'm gonna line it up and just tease it in. We'll see what happens. We'll just tease it, see where we likes it.
At first it doesn't go in, but then you realise you had it upside down.
Then you tried it that way. Right?
This is not USB-C. This is standard USB.
I'm not used to these confounded things.
But yes,
all right, there.
You get it in, and Gears on your system, you get a notification that says access to Tower's security systems.
Does that come through to you there, Gears?
I'm in.
Good to
You
hear.
son of a bitch. I'm in.
Well, we did that bit.
Damn it.
Right. Now, we know that this place is on the top floor, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
The voice in the sky said so. It must be.
Well,
The boss on the end.
That's what boss.
Let's keep on up then.
So you enter into the second lift, and there is 4 buttons. 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Then
Right.
it's on the top.
Whatever you do.
No, sorry. Let's just quickly just go correct that. It says 7, 8, 9, and inhackable, unpenetrable safe.
Whatever you do, don't press button 7. It's the scariest button there. Because 7, 8, 9.
That joke's good, but we already pressed 7 to get to this floor.
I just want you to know, Gears, I hate you. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Mad. Now's not the time. Mad. Going mad. Get mad.
I thought I knew you.
Put down the phone, Mad.
This to me.
Put down the phone. It's not worth your time. It's not worth it. I'm going to press for the unbreakable safe room.
I'm sorry, that 7 joke was a prime example of why I am the best at staying outside.
Mad. Mad. Put your fingers down. You do not need to enter.
I'm just gonna quickly just die right here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you press the button.
I thought it was just going to be.
Floor 10,
Elevator.
Inhackable. Level 10, inhackable and uncrackable safe. The door swings open, and in this large room, right in the middle, it's just a very tiny little, little safe on top of a pedestal.
Hang on a minute. The elevator door swings open.
Yeah, it swings open. Sorry, the elevator door slams open to essentially a big empty room. In the middle of the room, a big, mostly empty room, except for a small table, a small pedestal, in fact, holding up a little safe that just says, with a sort of sign behind it that just says unhackable, impenetrable safe.
In case we weren't clear before.
Gears, can you
there's a lot of unused space in this tower.
Tower.
Gears, can you do me a favor and just see if there are any traps lying ahead? Before we accidentally blow ourselves up by stepping on the wrong panel.
Sure. I mean, now that I'm into the tower's security, I'll be able to do that without even rolling dice, probably.
Yeah, okay, so I'll give you this one. Yeah, no, this is just, they rely pretty much on just the safe being the safe.
They're idiots.
People in this tower are fucking morons.
They're really relying on that. They're really relying on that Kevin Bacon laser grid and the double elevator scheme. It's
I'm just going to quickly just spend this dice to introduce. From out of the shadows, the one, the only, John FBF appears.
Hey!
You can't.
My God, that bastard!
Hello and welcome to my impenetrable vault room.
Don't steal my joke. You've got your character. I play every. This is how role-playing games work, okay? Right? Shouldn't have to explain the basics to you by this point, John. Hello and welcome to the final boss fight hour. And here is the impenetrable safe and the people trying to steal it off me. And unfortunately, we're not going to let that happen today. Welcome to the stream. Please remember to like and subscribe to all the channels all the time. We'll be streaming something every day. Minecraft, GTA. Do we still do GTA?
No.
I don't know. No, we don't. I'm clearly up to date on final boss fight stuff because my name's John and I'm the streamer.
I don't like this guy.
Can you see a camera he's talking to?
I think he's just talking to himself.
I don't like this guy.
Yes.
Well, thank you for saying that in the chat. Yes, it does appear that I am talking to myself. I am constantly in streamer mode now. That's what this tower does to people. Thanks for joining in.
Suddenly I feel sorry for this sack. I think we need to release him from this problem by taking what he has. By saying that obviously subtly to the side to Matt here.
Just like,
and who might you be?
just
my
like,
friend?
hit him over the
We're here
head
to
with
solve your
something.
security.
Hi, I'm as I mentioned when I introduced the stream just then. My name's John FBF, and today I'll be playing Whack Some Bitches with my baseball bat. And he pulls out a baseball bat, just sort of. I don't really have like.
He plays guitar on it.
No, he pulls the baseball bat and he's doing a menacing like bashing the baseball bat against his hand as he's walking towards you.
Please, I don't have a baseball bat. I've got a katana.
Oh, I'm
Baseball.
sorry. Correction here. So he pulls out a katana and says, "I'm going to stab some bitches with my katana here, who are trying to steal my stuff."
And then cuts
Oh,
off his
that-
fingers as he slaps it in his hand.
He doesn't have a katana. He has a goldfish.
This is my
he has a
commemorative.
beholder.
This is my
I've
commemorative
already-
Slimgar.
I've already retroactively changed the scene. No, he has the sword. He unsheathes the sword and approaches.
Well, surely you wouldn't be a person to try and take it down another. Well, such an uncivilized manner. You quite
you can't
easily see we're unarmed.
Possibly. You can't commit violence against us. Think of the viewers.
Don't
What?
tell him that.
I'm thinking of the viewers. Imagine the amount of subscribers I'm going to get. Now, remember, on Friday, we'll be streaming
Space Odysseus.
Space Odysseus. Remember to tune
What the
in.
hell is a Space Odysseus? Look,
But
the other side of things
algorithm-
is that
Think of the algorithm.
if you kill us, then that means you'll go down for manslaughter. You'll be taken into prison, and you won't be able to do any streams anymore. You'd lose your personality.
Okay, if you're trying to convince him of John of this, we're gonna have a roll off for this one. Now, convincing people that not killing you is not in your wheelhouse of being a locksmith, a lock expert. So you only get to roll 2 dice. I'm going to say this is challenging, so I will be rolling 2 dice against you. And I rolled really not good. I mean,
I rolled an
amazing.
8.
Cool. That's definitely. We don't need to go on with what I rolled. That's fine. Okay, if we're gonna.
Very bad.
Oh wow!
Snake Eyes.
Snake eyes.
So yeah. Yeah. I suppose. Wait a minute. John. Got to do John. Yeah, I suppose you're right there. Like, I suppose killing you guys would mean I'd get sent to jail, and that would be bad. Unless it's GTA rules. No. This is real life. No. He puts the katana away and just says, "Maybe I'll just bludgeon you," and with the katana instead. And he continues to approach.
Your camera's
Well,
now off center, brother.
Well,
The other
sorry.
way.
I'm trying to fix.
I say we just tackle him and kick the shit out of him.
I was gonna say, if you can take him one side, I'll try and distract him around the front.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try and tackle him.
Constantly try him with the
I'm not-
distraction side of things.
I
You're
tell
gonna
you
do
what,
it.
just you managed to do a bit of distraction. The way I'll resolve this is by saying that, like, technically, I'll allow this to fall under the realms of parkour. You're gonna run. You're gonna do some running, I suppose.
I am going to do like a full-blown running check. It's like,
You're on Snake Eyes
The
again.
boss
didn't you?
rolled well.
I rolled a 4 and a 6, so that's 10 exactly, and I did roll 1-1.
Well, the 1-1's got to go over to the boss.
Yes, that way.
Yes, I've got that dice. This is seamlessly working effects wise. Yeah. Because just like in real life, John seems to roll ones. So why not the character, John? Roll ones
This was your
as
big
well?
mistake. You stole someone who is affected by the Wheaton curse.
You see, the thing about this is that I just assumed that it would be easier to do this and potentially take the piss out of you than it would be to out of these fine gentlemen who, haven't had to live with me or grow up with me. Anyway, cool. Right. So, yeah.
It's okay. I'm not thinking of kicking you out of the server right now.
You do after
Just
the
sort of
drink, can't you?
hovering above it at the moment. That's all.
I mean, you could do, but it would ruin this stream. Anyway, so yeah, Fingers does the distraction while Stephen Mad Hatter just basically just rugby tackles John, takes the katana and bludgeons him with it.
This is very cathartic.
I know John's lying down and he says, "Make sure to subscribe for more for Space Odysseus on Friday." So yeah, John is out of your way. He's very much unconscious.
Right. Well, now we got that little distraction out the way. I think it's time for me to do my special business. Move over to the safe. Start to listen. Get real nice and calm and lethargic with it.
Okay,
Feel
so
it out and sense it.
I feel like I had, I was going to roll 2 dice for this, but then I realized that under literally, if the task is hard, one of the examples is cracking the thought to be impossible safe is listed, so I have to roll.
Cracking the thought to be impossible safe with no one noticing.
Okay, I'll allow it. So, yeah, you get to roll 3d6, I get to roll 2d6, use your highest 2. Well, I didn't roll once.
Well, neither did I. My highest 2 gets up to 7.
God damn it. Well, my highest gets me to 6, so you win this round. So you sit there, you do a bit of clicking around on the thought to be impossible and unhackable safe, and turns out it's actually very crackable. It's actually a very easy safe to open up. It turns out it was mainly the sign. They spent a lot of money on the tower and not so much on actual security.
I must admit, the artwork on the sign was rather beautiful. We might take that with us as well.
You open it up, and there is, actually, let's do it this way. You open up the safe. To the camera, we see a glowing light emanating from the safe. To you, you know this is the very core, the very heart, the very being of final boss fight. The camera does not see this as you pull it out, and you put it into a suitcase.
Right.
Hey,
Hey,
Ben, pass it down this way.
Hold up. You're down there to me.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hacking. Cool. So now you've got the actual core, the actual heart of final boss fight. What are we going to do?
Okay.
We cheese it.
I was literally leaning forward to say exactly that.
Right, it's your turn. How do we get out of here?
So, are there
Colin,
any?
you've been looking around this room, ain't you?
I have been looking around the room. What have I found any other ways out other than elevators?
There appears to be a window to one side. It's leads out to a little balcony where the idea, I suppose, final boss fight would look upon the land that they rule.
We rule this land with
Wherever the sun touches.
Okay, John, that definitely means you now need to build this in Minecraft so that you can overlook the land you've created.
Wherever the sun touches, this is our kingdom. Ignore
Apart from
that
when the
shadowy
sun
space
goes
over
down.
there. We don't
Except
go
for
over
over there and McDonald's, because there's of
That's
course
Tumblr.
We don't
right.
go there no more.
So, balcony looking out.
Do you
There's
think
no
we can get
real
down here?
way. I mean, we could.
Yeah, I mean, again, you use parkour vision, a thing that we've established exists, and you sort of figure out a route down. It'd be tricky.
I think you'll find that we didn't establish it exists. The Mirror's Edge team established it exists.
A thing.
We established
Official,
it exists in this game. We established that it exists in at least this version of this game. Because feel free to do what you want with the course. Anyway, this is going to be hard, but success. You'll get down the tower on the outside, which is a lot easier than going through the inside again. On the other hand, if you fail, it's a long way down.
It is a long way down. So, yeah, I'm going to attempt to go down and guide fingers down along with me.
Okay, so definitely a hard task. So 3d6 for yourself, and I roll 3d6, and we both compare our two highest.
The 3d6 off.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I have a feeling that you might beat me.
Did you roll 3 ones?
Close.
3 1s and a 2.
Just going to quickly turn the dice around to 3 1s and a 2.
2 1s and a 2.
I can't.
Stop spoiling. It's 1, 2, and 1 in case you couldn't see. Yeah. So, did you beat a 3?
I fear Sean has frozen.
That had a sure look
This is definitely,
frozen.
no, it's definitely for dramatic effect. Okay, I think he's frozen.
Nope, he's frozen.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way.
We'll give him a minute.
Matt, can you hear us?
He's messaged me. He says
got
curses.
27. Yeah, curses seems to be right. Hey,
Hello.
you get him working again.
Hello.
Hello.
My internet's not working. I think my internet has fully gone down, so I'm on my phone. So I got two 6s and a 4.
Well,
Yes,
you beat
you
a 3.
Yeah, you beat that 3. Since we're having technical issue, I'll just quickly do this to sort of wrap it up maybe a slightly bit quicker. You jump down the tower, guiding fingers along the way, using your expertise
Expertise at flipping and running down the side of the building. You get to the ground floor without incident.
That one.
And we've just lost Matt. And we've regained Matt. Oh,
He's back!
Right, okay. So, using your expertise in parkour and flipping and shit, you managed to flip all the way down to the tower, guiding Fingers along the way, making it look almost effortless. Fingers doesn't have any idea about how to actually do any of these parkour moves, but using your brilliant teaching skills, you guide him gently to the bottom of the floor, where you casually just walk away into the sunset. And then realise that Gears was only next door, so you go next door and celebrate having done a successful heist.
I throw open the doors to the van, and we drive off into the sunrise.
In the coming days, final boss fight, unfortunately, falls apart, because without that very core, that very heart, there's nothing to sustain final boss fight, and you take down the final boss fight fucks that you set out to do. And got rich doing it.
Oh, hang on.
Now I can buy all the nicotine patches.
I can finally make my ex-girlfriend jealous.
I can finally get around whatever problem I set up for myself earlier on.
Law enforcement. Law enforcement being on you. Is what you
The law being.
I can wipe my criminal record now, apparently.
You moved to Mexico.
On the new cartel.
And hey, that's You Son of a Bitch, I'm in. A bumbling Android game. But anyway, thank you very much for playing, first of all.
I'd like to say,
well.
1,
It's fun, yeah.
it's a very good game. 2, if you play it at home, you don't have to be as silly as we are.
No.
Or you can be worse.
This is true. You can be worse. It is possible.
I'm also, very quickly, because I've just noticed them, I'm going to quickly fix some errors and then upload a new version of this. So there'll be a new available version by the time that... I was going to say, by the time this goes out, but I'm live. I mean, they get updated. You'll get a thing saying that this is updated.
By the time this goes on YouTube, there will be a new version.
Well, most likely, yes.
So we got round to it.
It'll be a few weeks, so you've got some time.
Oh, good. Like, I'm going to do this now quickly because I've been noticing it while I've been playing, and I was like, this is annoying.
See, that's why you do the play testing.
Don't get at me with this.
Anyway.
Anyway, just to wrap up from my point of view, the few things that I have to point out is, one, is thank you to you guys for coming and playing with me. It was very fun to run my game.
You are most welcome.
Pleasure to have you.
You're welcome.
I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Aye.
It was very enjoyable. It was very good.
I got a new nickname. I'm now Fingers.
I'm the boss. But yes, You Son of a Bitch, I'm in is available at all good RPG PDF locations. Essentially, it's on DriveThruRPG and it's on itch. It's available as pay what you want. If you pay money for it, thank you. It goes to support me, and it means I might go do more stuff like this. I mean, I'm going to do more stuff like this. I'm already working on other things. I'm working on not 2-page RPGs, but I'm working on more stuff. I am also going to be, I don't know when it's going to be available, so don't ask me, but having gone past 150 downloads of this, my dumb little game, I am going to do a very special add-on that's going to add... sorry, I'm just quickly doing the fixes I want to
Focus.
Now I've done that. So yeah, that's the
Focus?
new version.
He doesn't even know us.
Ready to go. So so I'm going to focus. I'm going to focus on this and get this done. So the new version of this is going to be out of the way before this gets up on YouTube, but not probably by the time, like a little bit after this has gone live. It's going live now, but you know what I mean, like this finishes.
We are live.
But yeah, if you pay me money, more stuff like this, and it's appreciated, and it's just going to go to fueling my RPG habit, which means that I'll read more RPGs and have more ideas for making more RPGs and more games.
Then all that remains for me to say is shush and let me plug things. So, this is You Son of a Bitch I'm In, which is available on all places you can get PDF role-playing games. There will be a new version of it coming soon, based on the fact that we just did this. So that's cool. My brother has a coffee or a Ko-fi or a kafafa. That's
Well, I mean,
pronounced.
while I do have a personal one, I also have one more for my business. Unfortunately, with everything going on, it's going through some tough times right now.
So if you want to go and hammer the Ko-fi, that's the link in the chat. It'll be live at some point soon when Ko-fi deigns it. If you join that and you give them some money, you get access to his Meeple Perk Discord server. And he's doing a lot of role-playing game, board gamey type stuff over there. And you've started doing murder mysteries.
We've done we've done murder mysteries. They're separately priced from like actually being able to join the server. But yeah, if you join in, there's plenty of stuff going on. If you thought, oh god, I definitely don't want to do role play with Drew. He's awful. I haven't watched this. That's fine. I don't mind. Other people are on there. They're also talented role play people.
I'm there, for instance. I've not done anything on it, but that's one thing to plug. So those are the things for you to plug. Actually, if you're in the Newcastle area, they've got a coffee shop. It's called Meeple Perk.
I might have heard of it. It's called Meeple Perk, yeah.
The logo's over that way.
Yeah, go there.
Go there.
Get stuff.
Get coffee and cake and play games. It's nice. They've got burgers now. I don't want a burger.
No, yeah, we do. Oh my god, the breakfast burger. It's real good.
I want one without the egg, but
Blasphemer.
the maple syrup sounds really nice.
I think we need to do a special trip there.
Yes.
Live recording for some reason.
Sure.
So that's Meeple Perk. But for us, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live, and a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. Just smash that follow button. It lets you guys know when we go live. You can watch all the crazy stuff we do like this. We do a lot of role-playing games. We do a lot of video games as well. There's something for everybody. It's the middle of September still, technically. We're getting to the end of it, but, it's in September. So if you buy a 1-month subscription this month, you get 20% off. If you buy a 3-month subscription, you get 25% off. And if you buy a 6-month subscription, you get 30% off. So it's a good time to get a sub. If you happen to have Amazon Prime, you get Prime Gaming, and that means you get a free Twitch sub. And you should use it, because they don't need that money. Give that money to someone you like on Twitch. It doesn't have to be us, but we are eligible.
Yeah.
And we very much ask you to.
We appreciate it. We heavily appreciate it if you do, but if you don't want to give us money, that's fine. We appreciate you giving it to somebody that you want to give it to.
Exactly.
In the meantime, we have the following streams coming up.
Look at that. You Son of a Bitch I'm In has been updated about
Tomorrow night, Sean and I will be back on the Sea of Thieves. We'll be joined by Sean and Tanny as we probably just spend the entire night looking at dogs again.
We probably will.
Because they've just added dogs, and they're really cool.
Yeah.
On
We might even do other things.
We might do other things, but we'll probably take the dogs with us.
Oh, yeah, the dogs will get it.
Probably vaults.
Dogs.
Probably more vaults. They are fun.
Possibly more. They are good.
On Wednesday night, it is the Feral Knights D&D campaign. They've just lost one character. They're going to get a new one. They're also going to deal with a kobold threat. So that'll be fun. Everybody loves kobold threats. On Thursday, Angel is playing
something.
A game. Probably.
It could be anything.
They just finished Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and they're playing a new game. I've heard rumours that they are looking for Monkey Island. So if they manage to get that, they might be playing that. If they can't get that, they'll be playing something else. If they can't get anything, they might not play anything this week. On Friday, as teased earlier in the game, in a very meta way, it is time for Space Odysseus.
What is that?
It's a space-based role-playing game.
Set in space.
Based on the D&D rule set.
Based loosely on the D&D rule set. When last we saw the crew of the Dark Star, things weren't looking great for Gunter. We had fallen down a cliff, some 100 feet down. I believe that at the time the longest rope that anybody has is 75 feet long, so that's not good. What else is not good is that Gunter isn't now half of his hit points. His leg is broken, and he is surrounded by the undead. So there's a lot of...
One or two problems, yeah.
Boys and girls.
There's a lot of issues.
I wonder whether they cannot.
Hopefully some of them might be in his head, but he might also die horribly. Stay tuned to find out.
Well, no, tune in to find out. If you stay tuned, you're going to be watching nothing for ages.
This is
4
true.
days.
Yeah.
Go away and come back again. On Sunday
guess
night...
what?
On Sunday night, these two will join me again for D&D, as it is Waterdeep Dragon Heist. They're dealing with a massive explosion that just went off outside their premises, and working out what happened.
That happened.
What happened? And then
Don't worry.
next Monday, it's going to be Minecraft Monday, but I'm not going to be here.
Oh.
So, the theory goes that I've got someone very skilled and talented to take over and replace me for at least next week. Sean's gonna run the stream. She's claiming lies that... What I'm saying is, you're going to get somebody streaming Minecraft next Monday, and Sea of Thieves next Tuesday, and probably not D&D next Wednesday, because I can't DM from a place with no internet.
Very valid. Very valid.
And I didn't really leave them in the place where I could do the idea that I vaguely had. So... There'll be a week of streaming next week while I'm gone, but what it'll be, we shall see. Doodly-dee.
For anyone who is interested, there is now new versions of You Son of a Bitch I'm In available on the internet.
Yes, I've seen the email.
In fact, now it comes in individual spreads, so if you want to print them out into like nice A5 things, there's a file for that, and if you just want them on the same like two pages of A4, that's fine, it's there as well. Options
are available. In the meantime, that is the end of the stream. We are going to pass the love on over to Jinjar247, who is currently playing Stream Racer. So if you want to continue watching, you can go and race in Stream Racer and try to win the race. But for now, see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
so long.
Stay safe out there.